Ruben? Where are you? Just give me an oink if you can hear me. Pig tracks.
Welcome to Family Gamer TV. We've been looking at Minecraft Story Mode, a new part of the Minecraft experience that's coming from Telltale, and we've got Job Stoffer, Director of Communications, on the game to tell us about it. So this feels like a really big deal, Job.
We hope so. It's definitely the biggest audience I think we've been working with here, building a Telltale series for fans and for an enormous community of passionate players of Minecraft.
And you don't get much bigger than the Minecraft community. Is that quite daunting coming into this sort of already rolling mass of people?
Yeah. I think it is, but we're always up to the task. At Telltale we've been making games for over 10 years. We started out doing things like Sam and Max and Tales of Monkey Island, and now to go back and work with a partner like Mojang and play in this universe that means so much to so many people. It's a lot of pressure, but I think thankfully working with Mojang and really exploring what's possible in the world of Minecraft and with its own logic and building our own sense of narrative in a Telltale series, I think we're ready to go.
And so, is the game built sort of with the Minecraft tools, or is it a game that just looks like Minecraft?
It's a little of both. It's actually the sets and the environments and everything that looks like Minecraft is actually built in Minecraft, and that gets shifted over to all the different platforms: Xbox One, PS4, iOS, and Android. So it's kind of it's truly a mashup. It's both.
My experience of Telltale games is you have a series of decisions, and those decisions affect how the story evolves.
Minecraft actually does present itself with a lot of core themes, looking at ideas of survival and creation and working together with friends, and those are kind of some of the themes that we have here in the story with Jesse and his or her group. That's actually a choice for the first time in a Telltale game. You can choose the gender and appearance of your core character, Jesse. If it's the male character, you're actually going to be voiced by Patton Oswalt, who you might know from Ratatouille.
Oh, yeah.
Or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, and if it's the female Jesse, we have Catherine Tabor, who's done a lot of great work as the voice of Padme in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So the cast is absolutely fantastic. We've got folks like Brian Posehn, Ashley Johnson from The Last of Us, one of our favorites, Paul Rubens, who you might know as Pee Wee Herman, is our villain here in Minecraft, and a lot of other Telltale alumni, Dave Fennoy from The Walking Dead, Scott Porter from Friday Night Lights. We're really excited to be working with a huge cast here and bringing this world of Minecraft to life. And
a lot of the talent you're referencing there are sort of the characters of the people we'd imagine would appear in content for grown-ups. So I came to this thinking this would really be for kids, but it feels like maybe there's something for older players as well.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea here, is that, it's our first all-ages adventure in a while, maybe since Back to the Future or maybe Monkey Island. But when we sat down with Mojang first to think about what kind of stories we wanted to tell, we know that Minecraft's audience is absolutely young and old. It's not necessarily just for kids, it's not for adults, but finding a way to really tell a story that evoked the all ages adventures that we grew up with. We threw two or three things on the board, and that was the Goonies, Ghostbusters, and Pixar movies. Set that in the world of Minecraft and, work with the cast that, we knew, that we grew up with. We actually have two of the cast members from the Goonies in the game.
Oh, wow.
Martha Plimpton is Olivia, your friend in the game.
If you get lost, just use the lights from Endercon to make your way back to town. Got it?
Got it.
And later on, you'll meet Magnus, the world's biggest griefer, a member of the Order of the Stone, and he is actually played by Corey Feldman from the Goonies.
Nice. And who does Ashley Johnson play?
She plays your friend Petra, who is the fierce explorer of the Nether and the Underrealm.
Dusty old skull.
Oh, I risk my life for the thing I'm gonna exchange for that dusty old skull.
And more often than not, comes to save your back.
Yes, the fierceness does remind me a bit of Ellie in The Last of Us. Is there some sort of crossover there?
We're definitely influenced by stories that we love, so it's certainly feeling like a mashup of everything we love. So the Order of the Stone itself is represented by different types of Minecraft players. You have Gabriel the warrior, you have Eligard the redstone engineer. Some players like to tinker with Magnus the griefer. Some people just like to wreak havoc. Soren the architect, for people who just enjoy building. He's actually voiced by John Hodgman. So we kind of have these sort of types of Minecraft players with their own style, and characters are kind of built around different ways that people play Minecraft.
Yeah, sounds good. And so that's episode 1, The Order of the Stone. And as I understand it, we've got some more episodes that will be coming along. Is there a timeline for those set out?
Very, very quickly, actually, yes. Typically, our episodes will roll out every 6 or 8 weeks, sometimes faster, sometimes a little bit longer. We just want the content to be great. We're working very fast and we're working very hot. And we're looking to the community for feedback all the time. With every episode, we can change course and tweak and adjust. And episode 2, I would say, is actually following very, very quickly. Before Thanksgiving is kind of where that's tracking. So we could have multiple episodes out by Christmas of this year. We actually hope to conclude sooner than any Telltale series thus far.
So in the UK, Minecraft Story Mode has just received a PEGI 12 rating that may surprise some parents because they're used to Minecraft being a 7+. So part of that PEGI rating in the UK is that it's rated for language. It wasn't sort of fear or violence. And some words, I think, like piss and arse were referenced. How would you explain the content of the game for parents who maybe are wondering whether it's suitable for someone under 12?
So I guess in the UK it's rated PEGI 12. In the US it's rated E10+. I think between both sides of the pond we may have a 2-year sensibility difference in our standards for parenting and what may or may not be appropriate. But I think there's no intensely coarse language in the game or blood or violence or gore. It's really just pulling from a lot of the movies that we grew up with. Like I said, we started with Goonies and Ghostbusters and kind of wanted to tell a story that evoke those classics that we all grew up with, that we all love showing our kids. And when you look back, some of those movies are rated PG. A lot of them were done before the PG-13 rating. And, for us, just finding a good spot and a sensibility where it's going to, lean towards maybe 8 to 12 and up, and all ages. And also make sure that parents know there is a little bit of reading required for this title. You can play if your entire family can't necessarily read that quickly. You can read it with them and make the decisions. But generally, maybe six and under, it's a little bit trickier to keep up with if you're playing yourself.
I'm so happy to see you.
But it depends on everyone's individual reading level. It is truly an all ages title, but I wouldn't steer away from recommending it to everyone.
Yeah, and I think that if parents got that information, so they can make that informed choice. And certainly, if you're happy with your kids watching the Goonies or Ghostbusters, sounds like this won't worry you at all.
Precisely.
Minecraft's a really big deal. Obviously, it's been bought for loads of money by Microsoft. Did you have a bigger budget on this project? And is it maybe higher pressure, higher stakes this time round?
Well, it's certainly, we have a bigger audience, and I think, this is something we've been working with Mojang for years. When we first set out to do our Borderlands title, working with the guys at Gearbox, we were thinking about games, the idea of basing a game on another game was really kind of swirling around the studio, and Borderlands was the opportunity to tell the story between point A and point B. Whereas something like Minecraft, for us, we were all huge fans, and it was the opportunity to really kind of have a blank slate to tell a story. And they were big fans of Telltale. They were also big fans of Borderlands. And we kind of shook hands on this quite a while ago. And our friends at Microsoft kind of came into the picture, and I think they were quite pleased that Mojang had already laid this out. And I think just the pressure of making sure that we're bringing audiences together of all ages, and making sure that we're treating, this universe right that means so much to so many people, making sure they have a great time.
What formats does it come out on?
Nearly everything, actually. It's going to premiere digitally on PlayStation 4, 3, Xbox One, 360, PC, Mac, iOS, Android-based devices, and eventually we should also have a date for download on Wii U. This is the first Wii U title we've had with Telltale.
Nice. And that'd be the first time we have a Minecraft game on Wii U.
I believe it is. It would be the first Minecraft title on a Nintendo platform.
But the launch for iOS and the mobile formats will be the same date as.
Not the
console?
same date, but the same week. With Telltale, typically we have launch weeks. So Tuesday, Wednesday for consoles, PC, Mac, and Thursdays is always when iOS and Android stores usually update.
Will it make its way to Vita?
That is currently tracking. We don't have a date yet. Typically, all of our Telltale titles do come to Vita. They'll usually come after the series concludes, but stay tuned for news on that as well.
And we've just got here a little sneak peek of a little bit of the game that you wanted to show us. So could you tell us what's happening here?
This is Jesse, and he is looking for his friend Ruben. He is his pet pig, but he sees him as more of his friend, or at least that's up to the player to decide. They were just in a building. Yeah, so they were just in a building competition, and Ruben was set on fire. He was dressed as an Ender Dragon, and it looks like here he is. Jesse's out in the woods trying to find him before the lights go completely down, and the creepers and zombies and spiders will be crawling out at night.
Nice. Well, look, it does look really good. I can't wait to get our hands on the game proper. I know my kids will be very excited about it.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for talking to us. We're super excited, and this is just the beginning of the series, and for us, it's just the start, and it's a marathon all the way to the end. And we hope that fans will be joining us along for the ride.
Okay, that sounds great. Thanks a lot, Job.
All right, thank you.
See? Isn't it better when you make it yourself?